Welcome to Khadija Talimwali YouTube channel.
You know, there's this incredible power packed into just 4 simple words. It's a phrase that has kicked off countless adventures and, let's be honest, pretty much shaped our childhoods. Once upon a time. Today, we're going to dive into what makes that phrase so magical. This quote from Kate DiCamillo's The Tale of Despereaux just sets the stage perfectly, doesn't it? It really gets at a fundamental human need, trying to find some light when things feel dark. And you know, more often than not, that light comes to us in the form of a story. So, let's kick off our journey with this absolutely beautiful Urdu phrase, ek dafa ka zikr hai. It literally means once upon a time, but this isn't just a simple translation. It's like a key that opens up a whole rich literary world. And, fittingly, it's also the title of our very first story. All right, so this story introduces us to 2 fantastic characters, a traditional storyteller named Chacha Chatru and this incredibly curious little boy named Kamran. Now, Chacha Chatru loves telling his old classic stories, but Kamran has one big question that kind of threatens to unravel the whole thing. So in this really clever story by Shah M. Danish Paihol, Chacha Chatru always starts his tales with ek thafaka zikr hai. But little Kamran just can't help himself. He constantly interrupts, asking why. Why always the same beginning? The other kids, they get so annoyed. The storyteller gets frustrated. And then, one day, Kamran just stops. He goes silent. And in that quiet, everyone realizes something surprising. Those annoying interruptions were actually where all the fun was. You know, that emotional twist, realizing you missed something you thought was an annoyance, that's a pretty complex feeling. Stories are great at introducing us to these kinds of emotions, but how do we even talk about them? Well, this is where language becomes our guide. And a language like Urdu offers this incredibly rich vocabulary for feelings that don't really have a simple name in English. Okay, so take the word udasi. Now, this isn't just sadness. It's something softer, more contemplative, kind of like the quiet feeling of a rainy afternoon. It's a peaceful melancholy, a kind of sadness you can just sit with. English doesn't really have one single word for that, does it? Or what about hasrat? This is that very specific ache you feel when you're longing for something you desperately want but you know is just beyond your grasp. It's that wistful what-if feeling. We've all been there, but having a precise word for it, that's powerful. And then, on the flip side, you've got qarar. This describes a deep sense of peace, of tranquility, that feeling of emotional stability. It's that moment of stillness when everything just feels right. It's way more than just being calm. It's a whole state of being. And here's why all this matters so much. Having a rich vocabulary for your emotions is like having a superpower, especially for kids. When you can put a name to a feeling, you can start to understand it. You can move past simple labels like happy or sad and build real emotional intelligence. And that is one of the greatest gifts that literature from any culture can give us. So you gotta wonder, right? Is this power that stories have to light up our inner worlds? Is that a universal thing? Well, to find out, let's travel. We're going from a home in Pakistan all the way to a fictional castle in the Kingdom of Dor, where we're about to meet a very unusual hero. I want you to meet Despereaux Tilling. And let me tell you, he is not like other mice. While they're all scurrying for crumbs, he's just mesmerized by light and music. And while they're chewing through the pages of books, he's actually reading the stories on them. He was born super small, and he's in love with a human princess. Despereaux is a total outsider, an individual who dares to be different. Now, Despereaux's courage in a world that just doesn't get him, it actually mirrors the real-life persistence of his creator, Kate DiCamillo. Get this. Before her first book was published, she received around 400 rejection letters. 400. As she once said, she decided she didn't have to be talented. She just had to be persistent. And that's the exact same spirit that drives her tiny little hero. And all of this really gets us to the heart of the tale of Despereaux. This big idea that stories themselves are a source of light and hope. And that, right there, is a truly universal message. And here it is, the core message. In the book, the jailer, Gregory, tells Despereaux, stories are light. In a kingdom that is literally and figuratively covered in darkness and grief, stories basically become the currency of hope. They're how the characters find their way, how they connect with each other, and how they begin to heal. So, what does this light actually look like? Well, the book kind of breaks it down into 4 powerful lessons. First, courage. Despero shows us that bravery has nothing to do with your size, it's all about facing your fears. Second, forgiveness, which is just essential if you want to move forward. Third, the value in being different, celebrating the stuff that makes you unique. And finally, compassion, the idea that empathy can connect all of us. Let's just zoom in on forgiveness for a second with this beautiful quote. Despero forgives his own father, who literally sent him to be eaten by rats in a dungeon. Why? The book says he does it to save his own heart, to stop it from breaking in two. See, forgiveness isn't just for the other person, it's how you heal yourself. It's powerful, it's wonderful, and yeah, a little bit ridiculous, just like love. Okay, so let's take a step back. We have a story from Pakistan about the joy hidden in interruptions, and we have a story from America about a tiny mouse who reads books. I mean, at first glance, they seem like they're worlds apart, right? But let's bring them together and see what universal truths they're both building with their words. When you really strip it all down, it doesn't matter if a story starts with once upon a time or aktafaka zikr hai. The destination is always the same. These stories from totally different corners of the globe are both trying to teach the same core human values. Things like kindness, courage, empathy, and forgiveness. They're basically roadmaps for the heart, teaching kids and, let's be real, reminding us adults how to be better humans. From Kamran's endless questions to Despero's brave quest, it's so clear that stories aren't just entertainment, they're essential. They are light. So the final question isn't for a character in a book, it's for you. In a world that can often feel pretty dark, what story are you going to tell to make some light?
Thank you for watching Khadija Talimwali YouTube channel.